It was the bottom of the ninth with McGuire up at bat. Feeling so at home in my giant ace cap. I was 8 years old, wearing gold and green. From my head to my toes, rap game Billy Bean. She was my first kiss, but I don't think it counts. On the kindergarten trip to the Oakland Firehouse, sitting in the stands with her family, with the baseball glove her dad handed me. As the season unfolded, we held our breath, watching Ricky Henderson, the quickest runner in the West.
Hello, and welcome to the podcast Jokestrap with Wes Hofmann. Here, Wes will discuss two of his favorite things, which are sports and stand-up comedy, hence the name Jokestrap. If you like this episode, please subscribe to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, or iTunes, or wherever podcasts are available. With that being said, please enjoy this episode of Jokestrap. Hey everybody, what's up? This is Wes Hofmann. This is another new episode of Jokestrap. I'm trying something a little differently here. I am trying to do an audio version, which I've normally done, and trying to do a video version at the same time. So let's see how this turns out. So far, so good. I don't know. If you are listening to the audio version and then are like, maybe I'll check out the video version, and I want to go check that out and then find that there's no video, that means it didn't work out. It's testing phase, man. Anyway, this is pretty much the life right now, video chat. I don't know, I just figured I'd try to put a podcast episode on YouTube, see what kind of reaction it got, if any. And I don't know, see if it got more subscribers or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so if you're new to this podcast, my name is Wes Hofmann, and this podcast is about two things that don't exist right now, which is sports and stand-up comedy. I am a comedian. I've been doing stand-up comedy pretty consistently since 2006, and so yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna do a whole new intros version just for the YouTube. Sorry, if you want to listen to old episodes, you can look them up on SoundCloud, Spotify, or whatever. Anyway, with that being said, thanks for tuning in. All right, so it is April 7th, 2020, and it is pretty insane right now. We've been pretty much sheltered in place for almost a month now here in California, and it's not looking any better, really. Maybe a little bit better, but if you ask the president, but I don't, so I don't think it's any better. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, so that's why I'm here. I guess that's why I'm doing this video, because I'm like, it's time to get creative. There are a lot of comedians been doing virtual reality, been doing virtual comedy shows now via Zoom or what have you, and I have not yet jumped on board there, but the longer this goes, the more likely I will try to do that, even though I don't know how the reactions are going to be, like, terms of hearing laughter and the fact that you're sitting in front of your computer like I am right now. I don't know how you feed off of that as a comedian. And then all the jokes are going to be about the same thing, right? Pretty much like coronavirus this, coronavirus that. I feel like it'd be pretty much the same. So there is some sports news, I guess. Kind of news. It was talked about yesterday in Major League Baseball, and I don't know why this information was even put out there. If they were going to have discussions about this, it should have just been kept secret. But the fact that they were discussing about having baseball games in May, starting in May already, is a bit absurd to me. Jeff Passan of Yahoo came out yesterday, and he said, we're thinking we may have MLB came up with the possibility to start baseball in May, regular season in June, or something like that, and all the games for every team would be in Arizona. There'd be double headers involved, and the double headers, I guess the games would be 7 innings each. They'd set it up so that the players themselves would be sitting in the stands, not in the dugouts. So that way they're sitting in the stands at least 6 feet apart, and crazy stuff like that. The players would have to be okay with being away from their families for 5 months at least while they played, because they don't want players to have interaction with anybody who could have the virus. It's a lot to go through just to try to get some baseball games played, and as much as I love the game, I think it's a horrible idea. Why would you do what? I'd even hold off having discussions on possibilities until you've gotten the approval that it's okay to have such sporting events the way they're supposed to be played. Because in this scenario that they drew up, there was going to be no mound visits, stuff like that, doing whatever they can to social distance in the game. But what do you do when a runner reaches first? Is it imaginary runners on first or something? Because then you can't have the first baseman hold the runner on first. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know how it would work at all. So, am I optimistic that there's going to be baseball starting in May? Not at all. I just don't see it happening with the way things are going. There is some bit of good news every now and then. There's, I don't know, there's some cool things people are doing technology-wise that, weren't stuff that wasn't always available that they're doing, which is great. So, anyway, I don't know where I was going with that either. So, yeah, this is great first video episode, man, bro, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's the sporting news, is just about Major League Baseball talking about possibly playing in May, which is absurd. It doesn't make any sense. Other than that, Korea and Japan were talking about starting up baseball in May too. I haven't checked into how that's going. I know they had a bit of a setback. They were going to start playing, but without fans over there. But I'm not sure if that's still on track to start or if they had any setbacks. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, so comedy-wise, like I said, I haven't really done anything. I just recently got a new computer up and running, so maybe I'll start doing some of these Zoom shows or something, just to kill some time at least. I don't know. I just feel like every comedian is just gonna be talking about the COVID, because no one's going anywhere. Pretty much everyone's staying inside. Every now and then you go to the grocery store. I went to the grocery store today, and yeah, I got pretty much everything I needed. I got there around 6:30 a.m., so did pretty good time-wise. But yeah, it's like I guess I should just, before I knock it, I should just check out a few of these shows that people are doing online and see what kind of like topics everyone's talking about, because I don't know. Personally, I just feel like if they're all trying to write new stuff, what's that new stuff going to be about? You're not really out experiencing much right now, so other than the same shit every day. So that's my theory. So guys, with that being said, let's talk about some other stuff, I guess, sport-wise, while we're at it. How about, I don't know, favorite baseball movies of all time? Have you got any? Can you give me your top 5, maybe, in the comments below? I get to do that now because it's a video. If anyone's actually still watching at this point in the video, which if you are, I'm sorry that it has come to this where you're watching a video of a guy just sitting here with a microphone talking to a screen. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, top 5 movies of baseball movies of all time. What are your top 5? Be interested to see them. However, if you list The Natural as one of the top 5, you're wrong. It's not. The Natural sucks. I'm sorry. That movie is terrible. I don't like it. I don't know. It's someone with Robert Redford. It's the slow motion shattering the lights. Shut up. Like, no. I hate it. Anyway, my top 5. Number 1 is really tough to fit, or really tough to pick for me. But number 1 is probably Field of Dreams, followed very closely by The Sandlot. Those are my top 2. Number 3, 8 Men Out. Great movie if you've never seen it. Number 4, I'd probably go with Major League. Major League, about the Cleveland Indians. And number 5 currently for me is probably going to be Bull Durham. Bull Durham would be number 5. My list changes a lot, though. The top 3 are pretty much locks, but then like the top 10 and top 5, like there's some that always switch around. I really like the movie Little Big League sometimes, and Angels in the Outfield's a fun one. The Rookie, that's underrated in my opinion, and those kind of films. But yeah, as of right now, my top 5 would be those 5 that I just mentioned. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I just wanted to test out this video thing to see if it actually works. Oh, by the way, the music at the beginning of the episode is MC Lars. It's a song called Pinch Hitting for Jesse. MC Lars gave approval on his website. I didn't even have to ask him. He just said if anyone wanted to use his songs for podcasts, to go right ahead. And I'm not making any money off of this, so there you have it. If you do want to advertise on this podcast and give me some kind of thing to say to advertise your brand or whatever, go right ahead. Or I can add it in there. It's not going to be anything fancy, but I'll give you that opportunity. If you want to reach out to me, I'll promote for you. If it's something that I think is legit, something sport or comedy related would actually be preferable, because then it would actually make sense to be on this podcast. I don't want to like promote something that doesn't even involve what I'm talking about or what the subject matter is about. Anyway, if you guys got concerns or anything, feel free to just let me know. I mean, just with life as it is right now, if you need someone to talk to, feel free to hit me up, chat me up. I'm a bit of an introvert myself, so I'm not like in panic mode yet. I'm not like unsettling. In fact, I was thinking the other day, like, when this is all over, whenever the hell that might be, my friends might be like, oh, hey, let's hang out. And I might be the guy that goes, I actually need a me day. that could be me. I wouldn't be surprised if I did that. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode of Jokestrap, you guys. I just wanted to introduce myself to the YouTube channel, which I already have, but in podcast format. And we'll catch you again. If you got any topics you want to talk about, sport-wise, comedy-wise, or whatever, let me know, and we can discuss. If you want to talk about Tiger King, I can fucking do that, I guess. That shit's crazy. Anyway, peace out, everyone. See ya.